How come everything has got to be so hard? How come every dream seems to be so far? How come every day has got to be so hard? How come everything has got to be so hard? That's just life. That's just life.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
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 Thank you. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
I say, let's muzzle them. Let the lie detector do it.
We want your secret recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And we want it now.
You're going to tell us now?
Why, it's my pleasure, lady.
Go ahead, tell us.
First, we take some eggs and some milk and
Yes, Colonel.
some flour and savory.
And?
And then we have 4 ounces.
4 ounces of what?
4 ounces of
Ooh.
4 ounces of grandfather's overcoat.
Give up, girls. How to blend 11 herbs and spices that make Kentucky Fried Chicken so finger-licking good. That's the Colonel's secret. Forever.
Now, Colonel, let's try it again. And this time the truth.
Finally, I had 3 shoelaces and a hubcap.
So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Well, it's nighttime, don't you know? There's a place you need to go. Grab your gal and grab your bow, 'cause it's time for the secret show. If you're feeling sad and low, and you're running out of dough, make it quick, don't take it slow, and head for the secret show. It's time for the secret show!
Yeah. Oh, my biscuits are burning. Hello, everybody. Am I muted? Okay. Probably should be. Greetings and salutations from the planet Earth. Says I, Uncle Warren. That's what that says there. And if you can't read, I'm sorry. We do have videos. Lots of videos for you. A little extra for you tonight, too, on the old ExtraBulla Secret Show. You know, we like to entertain around here as well as inform. That's what Saturday nights are for, and that's what we're here for tonight. Shout out to my buddy Willie Bragg. I knew that was going to happen, but guess what? I got something for that ass. He dropped a 10 spot. Thank you, Willie, as always. I appreciate you, my friend. He said, YouTube censored me for referring to U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi as Pam Bimbo. I guess the First Amendment does not apply to the left, but only MAGA are entitled to free speech. Hashtag Trumpian wokeness. Yes. Well, you know what that's all about, right? It's that petty conservative revenge for all the shit libs when Jack Dorsey owned Twitter and they were silenced and they didn't have any free speech. And now it's like, well, we want free speech, but not for you. So it's all a bunch. Most of this is just petty, dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to everybody here. Let's go to Rumble first here. We got Miguel and Kiwi Corner and Go Start hanging out down on the corner, out in the streets. Good to see you guys. We got, hey, what's up, Nightstar Productions? We got Jerry in the house. Thunder Cunt. Ooh. Thunder. It's very hard to do a Brian Johnson impression because he goes high up and he's like, and it hurts my little tender nuggets everywhere. We are Ronan. Bum, 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 bum. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We got Charlie Hess in the house. Yes, we need some fried chicken up in here. Man, it was humid as hell. It's 63 degrees right now in Chicago, but it's like a schwitz out there. You know what I mean? Not a schlitz. That's something totally different. Although you could probably use it for the same thing, but I wouldn't recommend it. Kamashwari Kate, what's up, Kate? I hope you're doing well, dear. Having a good evening. Scam Blondie. That's that is pretty good. Scam Blondie. We got P Stub in the house. What's up, P Stub? Good to see you. Rick is here, taking a break from hell. Would you say you had a No Angels? You had a No Angels protest down in hell. Exactly. Who else we got here? Yeah, Schlitz Brewery. You know, that's what Schatz Brewery was based off of in Laverne and Shirley. Miguel, what's up, Miguel? Miguel 5000, quantum computer online, ready to destroy humanity at a moment's notice. That's why I'm friends with him, so I can stay on his good side. We got Desert Mantis. Yes, we are underway, my friend. WWPDD. What would Phyllis Diller do? I don't know. That's kind of a loaded question there, pal. We got a CBC voter in the house. What's up, buddy? Willie, good to see you. Anonymous across the pond. I hope you're doing well, my friend. What else we got up in here? Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show Intergalactic. Another dimension. Laney Peterson's in here. Omen Angel, hello, good to see you. Did you used to be somebody else, Omen Angel? Are you incognito? I've been to Cognito a few times. It's a fun joint. You should go there. See, it's incognito. Who else is in here? Who dares tread these halls of terror and hate? I think that's it for now. And if I missed you, as always, we'll get you on the flip side. Let me get rid of this. There we go. All right. Yeah, so if you haven't taken the poll yet, please do. We have a poll going on. We got a poll going on for the secret show. All kinds of fun stuff. So tonight, I've been featuring them regularly. Because we are podcast guys. So much fun, very fun, especially their version of Family Feud. We got another one tonight. So tonight, this one is so on the Because We Are video that's coming up later. Name a game black people take way too seriously. Answer number 6 out of 6. So there's 6 answers on the board. I want the number 6 answer. All right, I want the last one, not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I want number 6. So right now, we've got Madden, NFL Madden, 44%. Yes, that's not just black people. Everybody hates that game with a passion. That has ruined so many relationships. We got 44%. Spades at 31%. I can see spades. I've played spades with some folks before, and they are like serious about that shit. I'm like, dude, it's cards. And like, don't you dare say that. Musical chairs at 19%, and Uno at number 6. Well, at 6%, I should say. You would think Uno would be number 1, because it's Uno. It's 1. Yeah. So we'll have the results of the poll later in the show when we get to the video. First thing though, if you could, I would appreciate it if you would obey the chicken that has appeared upon you. No, you are not hallucinating. That is an actual fake chicken. Amber, over on the Facebooks. What's up, lady? Good morning, campers. Heading to YouTube. It's been too long, and I'm happy to be here. Oh, thanks. Well, you can hang out on Facebook, too, if you want. It's all good. We got comfy chairs everywhere, so you're fine. Oh, thank you. $2 from Amber. She said, good evening, my lovelies. Happy Saturday. And happy Saturday to you too, dear. I appreciate you as always. Anybody else sneaking in here? Anybody sneaking Sally through the alley? No? Sure we have some. We got 26 watching on YouTube. Wow, that's great, guys. I appreciate it. You know, you guys must be bored. Well, it is the greatest after party on the internet of all time. You know, come on. I'm trying to hype it up. We got chickens from robocoop.live. That's over there at the old small red barn on the YouTubes there. Look at these lovely chickens. They're just so sweet, just hanging out. You ever had chickens? Some of you might have done, farm type stuff, had chickens. They're very docile creatures, but the roosters are not. The roosters are pieces of shit assholes. So, roosters tend to be a bit of a dick. Just saying. Not saying, just saying. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing tonight? You doing okay? How's your, anybody go to the No Kings thing today? They had it here in Chicago. I was talking to my buddy Ed about this. It's like, it's good to get people out and aware and like united against bad things. But, you know, if you're going to protest on a Saturday when everything's closed, what's the point? You're just like, it's just a parade at this point, right? Nina, what's up? Good to see you, lady. What does this say? What did you say? You're in the future? All right, what are the lottery numbers, Moose? You know, I'll split that cash with you. I'm good for it. Wait, what? All right. Yeah, we got to shut shit down. If we're going to do this, we got to do this right. We got to shut shit down. These little parades and virtue signaling things, nobody gives a shit about that. That's in power. What they give a shit about is when you take their funding away, or if you take their money stream away, you cut down their profits. They'll listen then. What am I drinking? Oh, this is a delicious concoction of two molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. I like to call it hot sex on the beach. No, I don't call it that. Oh, it's just water. It's just water. Yes, there we go. Shut it down, baby. Shut it the fuck down. What? Instructions unclear for Paul. I have summoned Eldritch Horror. What? What do you mean unclear? Well, if you had been here when I explained it, instead of being tardy to class again, Yonina, then this is why you're failing chem. Okay, this is why you're failing chemistry. Okay, you show up late, and then you expect. I'm kidding. Don't listen to me. Yes, the famous H2O. That's the sequel to HO, which is just a hoe.
This is dick crazy.
It is, in more ways than one. You've been standing on the corners of Winslow, Arizona. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been standing on corners holding signs since the invasion of Nicaragua. Glad all the pussy hats went out today. They should join my lawsuit against logging. I believe that too. I like what you're doing over there, Kate. Kate puts her money where her mouth is, right? Something's wrong in her hood. She's out there trying to get it straightened out. I appreciate you for doing that, Kate. Numbers and letters don't belong together. That's fucking racist. You're a fucking racist. How dare you? You know what you are? You're a characterist. Should numbers and letters have separate water fountains too, Yonina? Or do we need to go that far? I'm sorry. We should I got videos to show you. I want to show you these before I get canceled. Just to let you know, the commercial up there was from 1967. The old scary Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial, Lie Detector. That was from Veronica Gwynn's channel. So thank you, Veronica, for sharing that with us, whether you like it or not. You're big on helping to organize citizen assemblies. Choosy will decide of numbers and letters. He is. She's a keyboardist. You got me clamped on that one. She's a keyboardist. She's a keyboardist for oh God, I can't remember. Working for the Weekend. Who did that song? Shit. Mike Reno. Yeah, that was a wild commercial, wasn't it? That was like late 60s, man. They was doing some crazy shit. That colonel said, I ain't telling you shit. You know what the 11 herbs and spices are? Your mama, your daddy, your greasy granny got holes in her panties going beep, beep, beep down Sesame Street. I'd become talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, you know what? You're probably not too far off from the truth there, Rick. Funny, but it's probably true. We got some more weird commercials, Bet. Don't you label me. You keyboardist. You're the keyboardist for Loverboy. Turn me loose. So some commercials that were kind of a little cringy and didn't quite go the way R&D expected. So who is this? This is Austin Sweat. I guess it's his name. He's going to tell us about some of these commercials.
Here's some commercials that were remembered for all the wrong reasons. Like, never forget when Sony wanted to promote the vibrant colors on their new TVs. So they spent millions of dollars dropping 250,000 bouncy balls down the streets of San Francisco. And everyone loved how the commercial actually looked, but nobody remembered what it was even for. Plus, they littered the streets with thousands of balls that were still being found months later. Nobody was happy last year when Coca-Cola put out this fully AI-generated Christmas commercial for obvious reasons. There's a time and place for AI, but using it for an entire commercial is not it. A Chinese laundry detergent company really made a commercial where this girl's washing dirty clothes, then this guy walks into the room, so she adds him to the load of laundry, then he comes out as an Asian man. Pringles got backlash for this commercial where a man gets stuck in a Pringles can, then just lives the rest of his life that way. Because people were saying, why not just make the cans bigger instead of making fun of the problem? Then there were some weird ones like this Burger King commercial where a guy's showing off the size of his sandwich, and a protein shake commercial where it's getting shaken pretty aggressively off camera. And of course this Doritos commercial was banned, where these dudes stick their fingers in a hole, and then this guy cleans them off for them.
A glory hole. That stuff. Choosy gonna choose. That's right. Where's Choosy? Let's ominous Domino's Pizza. I call upon the powers of heaven and hell to resurrect Choosy from the depths of the dead internet. Ooh, Choosy. I'm sorry. Oh, Amber, you saucy minx. Talking about the size of his sandwich. I'm sure it was a meat lover's special if it was a pizza. G-Row. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. I got a little bonus video I threw in today. So speaking of I saw the balls. The balls. Wait a minute, I gotta. There you go. So there was balls there, and it reminded me of 1986, right? Cleveland, Ohio, Balloon Fest. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but they were trying to set a record for the most balloons released at one time, and well, things didn't quite go to plan. Let's take a listen.
On Saturday, September 27th, 1986, close to 1.5 million balloons were launched from Cleveland's public square. Certainly a sight to behold, but Balloon Fest, as it was appropriately called, if that's not a balloon fest, I don't know what is, also killed 2 people. So, first of all, why Balloon Fest? Admirably, it was a fundraising stunt put on by the United Way, an organization that helps people in need. And the cherry on top of the funds Balloon Fest would raise for the United Way was that it was also an attempt to break the world record for biggest simultaneous balloon launch, which at the time was held by Disneyland's 30th birthday celebration from 1985. Thousands of volunteers, about 2,500 to be specific, worked all night and all morning in a specially designed enclosed space in Cleveland's public square, which was covered in a sort of makeshift ceiling made out of loose netting, which was there to capture and collect all of the 1.5 million balloons together after they were blown up. And they did it. And with a storm threatening the area, they decided to let loose the balloons before the weather could rain on their parade. And so off they went, and what a spectacular balloon fest it was. But that storm, even though it didn't impact the balloon launch, it still came, and it turned Balloon Fest into a balloon nightmare. Basically, that storm blew the balloons all over the place, and since what goes up must come down, those balloons, all 1.5 million of them, came down all over the place and caused an absolute mess. Beyond the mess, the balloons caused a runway to shut down at the local airport, balloons landed in a pasture in nearby Medina, Ohio, and caused permanent damage to one woman's prized Arabian horses.
All right, I want to know what it did to the horse. Did a balloon get shoved up its ass? What happened? That's crazy.
So many balloons covered up the surface of Lake Erie that the Coast Guard had to call off a search and rescue mission for 2 fishermen who had been reported missing earlier in the day. They couldn't see through the blanket of balloons to make any attempt at finding the missing men. Days later, the fishermen's bodies washed ashore. The wife of one of the fishermen sued the United Way of Cleveland and the company that organized Balloon Fest for $3.2 million. She later settled on undisclosed terms. In the end, Balloon Fest did more harm than it did any good, but perhaps that was just par for the course when it comes to Cleveland and their penchant for well-meaning promotions turned disasters. See 10-cent beer night. However, one bit of good news, the balloons were reportedly biodegradable, preventing what surely would have been an even worse environmental disaster that could have been easily prevented. You know, by not blowing up and launching over 1 million balloons.
Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like.
Yeah, we're done with you. Isn't that wild? So that's from Weird History channel on YouTube. With Cleveland, can't you do anything right? Has anybody ever lived in Cleveland? Doesn't top the turkey drop. Well, it kind of does, because the turkey drop was not a real thing, but the balloons, that was definitely a real thing. And I mean, if you're gonna release balloons like that, like, do it out in the countryside. Don't do it in the middle of a big city like that. Fucked up the airport. Those 2 people drowned. They couldn't find the bodies because there was balloons all over. God, man, that's crazy. You married to your first husband in Cleveland? Balloons are evil. But yeah, it's that's pretty wild. I remember when that happened, and I think my dad said something like, "What the hell's wrong with Northerners?" Because we were in the South, and he said, "These damn Yankees are crazy." And you know what? He was right. We got more here. Anybody sneak in? No, you didn't? You're all right? Okay. So, you know, this is, oh shit, you know what this is.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night!
Goddamn right, it's Rocktober. And it wouldn't be Rocktober without the Great Pumpkin, right? A staple of this unholy season. What did you get, Charlie Brown? I got a rock. It had like 4 or 5 holes in the thing. You was married in Cleveland in '83? Oh yeah, Rocktober. Superman was created, so why didn't he clean? I read somewhere that the Earth only has like 20 years of helium gas left, but that could be a psyop by Big Balloon. Well, they can get helium from the moon, I think. Can't they get that helium-3? I think that's something different, though. I don't think that's the stuff that makes you sound like a chipmunk. So up next, we got from Cinema Shorts. They always do these cool little Did You Know videos. And this one's from Did You Know some facts from It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Well, hold on to your hats, ladies.
Did you know for It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? After this special originally aired, children all over the country sent candy to Charlie Brown out of sympathy. 2. Actress Kathy Steinberg had almost finished recording all her lines of dialogue as Sally when the producers received a phone call from Steinberg's mother, informing them that one of Kathy's teeth was loose. Fearing that a sudden lisp would ruin the continuity dialogue, the producers rushed the young actress into the studio to finish recording her lines. Just as Steinberg was speaking her last line, the tooth came flying out of her mouth. 3. The original master tapes for the soundtrack of the special were thought lost for many years, leading to the 2018 release having to resort to using audio pulled from the Blu-ray release. In 2019, before his death, Lee Mendelsohn initiated a search for the original Great Pumpkin recordings and other lost Peanuts recordings. The search proved to be successful and eventually led to an improved version of the soundtrack released in late August 2022.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that about the soundtrack. I believe that about the kids trying to send Charlie Brown some candy, man. Those Charlie Brown specials were deep, son. They had some they had layers to it, right? And poor Charlie Brown was always just getting fucked over, especially by Lucy and that football. You know, and if I was him, I would have just kicked her instead of the football and said, "Bitch." Yeah. I don't know, but I still love this time of year. This is still the greatest month of the year. October is with the fall stuff. I was going through one of the parks here today on my walk and just seeing like the gold and brown and all kinds of beautiful colors in the trees. That's just fall is just, especially when you're around like a lot of like forests and stuff like that. It's like Bob Ross said, "Oh, let's paint some happy trees, but we're going to make them gold. We're going to make them golden brown. Yeah, these little trees are mellow." Yeah, the nostalgia, right? It's like those claymation, the Rankin Bass claymation Christmas stuff every year. Man, even if you're not Christian, you can still enjoy those things because they're not really religious so much. Although there was that claymation show, they only showed it one time. It was like A Year Without a Jesus, and woo, boy, there was some bad vibes there. What happened? Big balloon. I like cats. I like all animals, but I think probably cats are my favorite because I understand cats the most. When they want pets, they'll let you know. If they don't want pets, they'll let you know. Dogs are just like, I'm a whore. I'll just whatever. And that, that's all well and good, but I like a pet with some attitude. You know what I'm saying? So we got this is from Cats Daily, and this is just cats fucking around, having a good time, messing with the humans.
The whole bath.
Oh my god! Oh, picked up! Oh my god!
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That cat's a fucking Aww. And then he ran away from it.
It's in our bedroom.
What
the fuck was that?
Oh, stop videoing
it. That's a good cat right there.
Monkey, what have you got today? Give me them chipsticks.
What you got today, monkey? I don't know what that cat's got. But that's the thing, these animals bring you dead animals and go, "Hey, I don't have a debit card, so I kind of got to bring you shit around." My cat used to bring bats and bats. You just gave your cat some catnip. Oh, cat weed. Cats on catnip are the best. They're just all like, oh, everything feels good, bruh. Oh, I just want to rub this carpet. Kitty! Yes, love the kitties. They're so much fun. My killers have the decency to bring the gifts dead already. You know, you would think. But I think some of these cats are bringing the live ones in just to be assholes. Because I always think cats are nature's comedians, right? They can do straight comedy, they can do physical comedy, and then they can just be fucking total assholes, too. Empress, that's your cat's name. She just eats it most of the time. Yeah, they do. They like to eat on it. They'll eat it and then they'll just like rub all in it and stuff, you know. I do that with weed. I'll just put out some shake and just go, anamins. I'm all up in that shizzle. So next we got this is Dan. It's just Dan, regular old Dan. And you know, you would think that celebrities who have a lot of money would be like squeaky clean all the time, right? Although if I was a you know, rich, I'd probably be stinky too. But what? I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying I'd be all up in that weed, y'all. My kitty Q used to bring mice in, had to wait till she played him senseless to throw him out. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? I had house cats. They never went outside, so and I would always like say, all right, and they would see a mouse and just like they just kind of and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here then? All right, let's talk about these stank ass celebrities. Old stank ass.
These celebrities have poor hygiene. Megan Fox doesn't always flush the toilet. She also leaves dirty clothes everywhere around her house. She admits that she's not a clean person and cleaning just doesn't interest her. Julia Roberts doesn't use deodorant because she's against the chemicals inside of it. She said, quote, "It's just never been my thing." She also doesn't shower daily because she likes to conserve water. Cameron Diaz also has a very eco-friendly approach when it comes to toilets. She goes by the old saying, if it's yellow, let it mellow, and if it's brown, flush it down. She also stated that she only washes her face once every few months and doesn't do anything else to it. Robert Pattinson said he doesn't wash his hair for weeks and, quote, doesn't see the point of it being clean. He was also barely showering. On the Twilight set, his crew members were complaining that he was smelling bad. But by 2014, apparently he was showering regularly. Jessica Simpson admits that she only brushes her teeth 3 times per week. Reason for this is because she doesn't like her teeth all slippery and clean. So she wipes her teeth with a cloth or her shirt. And instead of brushing, she uses Listerine. But apparently she does floss daily. Brad Pitt goes a day or 2 without taking a shower, but instead of getting a shower, he would use baby wipes instead. It was to stay fresh while he was on set when he didn't have access to a shower. And I didn't come up with that.
God damn it, I did it again. I didn't really say much. I was just talking about her and her some people don't like clean teeth. I'm like, what? I mean, you know, at least brush it once a day, at least once. Get some of that stuff off. I know, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Look at all that, see? All that love. You guys are awesome. I had to make snotty noises, so I couldn't have the mic on. I don't know. I get in there and it's like, I don't know. I get like the runny nose and stuff. Well, you don't need to know that. Speaking of TMI, when I take a shit, I wipe my ass with paper towel and soap. I always wash my ass. Paper towel and soap. Willie's down there with a power scrubber. He said, fuck you, shit. There ain't none of y'all sticking around here, you fucking Klingons. Get the fuck out of here. Klingons on Uranus. That's awesome. I like TMI. I don't care. You know, I like some Star Trek though. But you ever wonder, like, if you ever watch any of these shows and then you wonder, like, what happened to that actor that was on the first season and then they're gone? Or what happened to that actor in the movie? You don't use the 3 shells. I get a young priest and an old priest to come in and bless my asshole after I take a shit. So it's, Dominus Opus Rectum Smellum. So this is 6 Star Trek actors who were fired. Oops, let's try that one. That one's a little bigger. Giggity. That's what she said.
6 Star Trek actors who were fired. 6. Grace Lee Whitney, Yeoman Janice Rand, TOS, officially dropped for budget cuts. Whitney later revealed she had been sexually assaulted by a show figure before being quietly dismissed. Years later, thanks to unwavering fan support, she reprised Rand in the Star Trek films. 5. Jennifer Leon, Kes, Voyager. Producers felt Kes's journey had reached a natural endpoint just as 7 of 9 was added to the crew. She was written out but briefly returned in one episode, offering closure for her storyline. 4. Biff Yeager, Lieutenant CM Deotter Argyle, TNG. Initially a candidate for chief engineer and popular among fans, Yeager's character was dropped after producers believed he was connected to a fan mail campaign on his behalf. Geordie LaForge then assumed the role permanently. 3. Genevieve Bujold, original Captain Janeway Voyager. A prestigious film actress, Bujold lasted less than 2 days on set before quitting, unable to handle the relentless schedule of television. She was replaced by Kate Mulgrew, who went on to define Captain Janeway. 2. Gates McFadden, Dr. Crusher TNG, removed for Season 2. After creative clashes with writer Maurice Hurley, McFadden's absence upset fans. When Hurley departed and Pulaski failed to connect, she was welcomed back in Season 3. 1. Kirstie Alley, Lieutenant Savick, Twoke. After the Wrath of Khan, Alley exited over a contract dispute. She claimed the studio slashed her pay despite a larger role, while Paramount insisted her team demanded an unreasonable raise.
Yeah, I remember that. She was on Cheers at the time, and was like, she pulled a what's his name from Iron Man, the guy who was playing War Machine, because I think he was an Oscar winner, and he wanted more money than he was getting more money for Iron Man. Terrence Howard, I think his name is, and he was getting more money than Robert Downey Jr. because Robert Downey Jr. wasn't like he was a star, but he wasn't like, Marvel superstar at that time. And then they said he wanted more money for the second one, and they said, bring in the Cheadle. Bring in your Cheadle, Don Cheadle. And then Don Cheadle came in. So, and that's how that works. The most talented get treated the most dirty. Seems like it. It's a very rare instance when they're not, but, we got more TV stuff. This is from Batman from the 1960s, and some info about that show you may not know about, but guess what? You're going to find out right now.
1960s. Batman. 9 dark secrets behind the campy classic. 9. Batman wasn't supposed to be funny. The original pilot was a serious crime drama but bombed with test audiences. In response to the grim national mood, producers turned it into a bright, campy comedy that became a hit. 8. Adam West got the role of Batman after a spy-themed dessert drink commercial. He later turned down playing James Bond in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, a decision he deeply regretted after Batman was canceled. 7. Bruce Lee made his TV debut on Batman as Kato. He and Burt Ward were neighbors and friends, both trained in martial arts, making their scenes together impressively real. 6. Alfred had been killed in the comics but was revived thanks to his popularity on the show, played by Alan Napier. DC Comics brought him back in issue hash 356. 5. Batman and Robin's tights stirred controversy. Censors worried they were too revealing and used tricks to make the costumes appear less suggestive. 4. Adam West based his Batman on Sherlock Holmes, emphasizing intellect and deduction over brute force, a rare trait in superhero TV at the time. 3. The Batuzzi dance was unscripted. West improvised it en route to set, and it became a cultural icon, later inspiring Pulp Fiction. 2. Frank Gorshin's performance as the Riddler launched his career, earning him an Emmy nod. Off-screen, he and West were good friends. 1. The show revived Batman comics. In decline due to 1950s censorship, comic sales surged after the show's success, restoring Batman's pop culture power.
Very interesting. How they disguise the bat boners. I guess that's what they were talking about. Wear those tights. All of a sudden you get a chub. And you're like, whoa. Holy erections, Batman. There it is. Bat bulge. Bat bulge. Bat boying. The old batarang. How's that boom? I didn't know it was supposed to be serious. Can you imagine? The two things that stood out in that video to me were that it was supposed to be serious. I want to see the serious version. I want to see the one that they put out that people didn't like. I bet it's freaking awesome. The Dark Knight, but from the 1960s. And what was the other thing? That Adam West was almost James Bond. Well, at least for one movie anyway. George Lazenby. And the guy said Batusi, but it's supposed to be the Bat-Tusi. It's like the Watusi, but it's the Bat-Tusi. You know, a little shaky, a little some of that. That was all West, baby. You damn right it was. But Adam West is 007. Wow. Yeah, and then his show he turns it down, and then his show gets canceled. I'd be like, come on. I'd be like, bitch. Normally we get Cody to do the word origins. We got another person doing them tonight. So that was where was that from? The Star Trek one was from Top Actor, and this last one was from Starbuzz. And this one's from Viral Legend. So it's unlikely origins of everyday words. Get your learn on right here.
Did you know that many words we use every day have the most unexpected origins? Let's take a journey through the quirky history of some common terms. First up, sandwich. You might think it's just a convenient food item, but it was actually named after the 4th Earl of Sandwich, John Montagu. He supposedly invented it because he wanted to eat without leaving the gambling table. Next, nightmare. This spooky word has roots in Old English, where mare referred to a mythological demon that sat on people's chests while they slept, causing bad dreams. Ever wondered why we call small kids toddlers? It comes from the word toddle, which means to walk unsteadily, just like those little ones do. And finally, quarantine. This term originated during the Black Death in Venice. Ships arriving from infected ports were required to sit at anchor for 40 days before landing. The Italian word for 40 is quaranta, hence quarantine. Isn't it fascinating how the words we casually throw around have such intriguing backstories? Next time you use them, you'll know the surprising tales they carry with them.
Yeah. Then people call you an asshole and a know-it-all. Oh, look at you, fancy pants. You and your fucking fancy ass words. Ooh, would you like some Grey Poupon, bitch? Anyway. Yeah, sleep paralysis. I worked with a guy about 10 years ago, and he was telling me about that. He had sleep paralysis. Every once in a while, he'd wake up and he could move his eyes, but he couldn't move, and it felt like something was sitting on his chest. I don't know if he saw like shadows or shadow people or anything like that, but you know, yeah, the guy put the fancy music on there. Hello. You know the demon, he thinks so highly of himself that I invented the nightmare, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know, fucking braggers. That's good stuff. So that's Viral Legend. We got plenty more here. Plenty. plenty for you. Did you know some products you didn't think had expiration dates? They actually do have expiration dates. That's important information to know, I think. I'd be highly critical of people if they didn't know this stuff, because it has to do with health, right? So we got our buddy Sambuca or Sambucha. I still don't know how to say his name. I don't really care. But he has good videos. It says products that have expiration dates.
These are products that secretly have expiration dates, so be careful. So bottled water has a best by date of around 1 to 2 years, not because of the water, but rather the plastic BPA chemicals that begin to seep into the water, making it unsafe to drink. Many people store spices on the shelves for multiple years, but after 1 year, spices tend to lose their potency and flavor, making them effectively useless. Sunscreen expires after 2 years because the active ingredients degrade and become ineffective, leading to sun damage if it's not fresh, as does toothpaste after 2 years because the fluoride can also lose its effectiveness too. On the makeup side, mascara only has a 3-month shelf life and lipstick just a 1-year lifespan because of the potential for bacteria growing.
Ew.
Surprisingly, even your pillows have a 1-year shelf life before recommended to get rid of because of the amount of dead skin cells and body oils they absorb from 8 hours of sleep every night. Potatoes can surprisingly become toxic after just 1 week left out thanks to the solanine chemical they produce if they're not properly stored, so watch out for that. And finally, after about 300 miles on your running shoes, they're recommended to be replaced because of potential joint issues that can occur from the foam compression that happens. So be safe.
Yeah, be safe and watch out for them poison taters. I didn't know that about taters. The water makes sense too. We shouldn't really have water in plastic bottles like that because of the, what is it, the BPs, the PBBs, the plastic will seep into the water. It makes the frogs gay. Give me the Coke. Keep the cola. Corbeck, what's going on, buddy? Your grandmother was a Bond girl. Which one? Which one? Which BPAs? Yes, thank you. I know I had BP in it. I didn't know that last letter until now. That's why I have smart people in the chats, because I'm stupid and I need all the help I can get. This next one, if you have, I don't know, this really struck a chord with me. You know, when you see something that is so symmetrically like perfect, it's almost like fulfilling or correcting an OCD moment, right? Where it's like something's kind of off and you're like, yeah, and you just want to, you know, put it back. Well, that's a good tip right there. Oh yeah, it's midnight here, and it's actually Sunday here in Chicago, in the Central Time Zone. Put your pillow in the sun at least once a week. Get rid of all bugs, right? That's pretty cool. And you get to air it out too, you know, because it stays inside all the time. You want to kind of fluff that thing up a little bit every once in a while. So these are satisfying moments. And see if any of these satisfy you. Apparently it satisfied this gentleman right here a little too much. I hope it's not that good.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice. Now I'm gonna turn it around, and if I carefully line it up, it has to be exactly lined up for it to work.
Wow, wait a minute. See that? It just look at that. No seams. No nothing. That is just, ooh, that's delightful. That's like ghosts. That's some spooky shit. But yeah, when it like fits perfectly like that. I know people who do woodworking, and they do like that kind of that Japanese kind of bonding thing, not the Pam bonding, or the Pam Bondage or Pam Bimbo thing, but it's yeah, it was like Plinko, wasn't it? Or if you're playing like that Chinese pinball game, and it's the same thing, the ball just like ding 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 ding. Very satisfying. Origami? Could be. My dad had visions with all the morphine. Hospice, guess it was effective. My dad was on morphine. He when he was in the hospital for something, they gave him morphine, and in his waking moments, he was kind of an asshole to the doctors and to the nurses, and but in his mind, he thought he was driving a peach truck. True story. I'm like, Dad, you were thinking, you thought you were driving a peach truck, but in reality, you were just being a fucking asshole. So maybe driving a peach truck is very enraging for you. I don't know. He didn't figure it out either. Needless to say, he didn't do morphine ever again. So the fear of the longest word is called hippopotamonstrous-equipped allophobia. Eat a peach. Katie. So next one we got up here. Who was that? Oh, that was Rank Go is what the channel that was. Rank Go, ranking the most satisfying perfect fit. I'm telling you that the very first one with the vacuum cleaner there, how it fit perfectly in that. Oh, peach truckers, don't be an asshole. Or if you're an Allman Brothers, it means eat a peach. And that means, well, you know, muerta. So we got Morbid Facts dude here. And he shaved off his Burt Reynolds, little baby Burt Reynolds. He ain't no more. But anyway, he's got artifact porn for us. You like artifact porn? It's not like naked people. Don't get it twisted. It's fun stuff. Let's watch.
Artifact Porn, Part 31. In 2014, the incredibly preserved photograph of a young woman was found in the wreckage of the SS Central America, which sunk during a hurricane in 1857. The woman's identity is unknown, but the photo has been dubbed the Mona Lisa of the Deep. This is the earliest known depiction of Jesus Christ, scratched into a wall around 200 AD by someone who gave him a donkey's head to mock their friend for believing in Jesus. This is the only surviving handwriting of an ancient Roman emperor. It was written by Theodosius II around 430 AD and reads in Latin, "We desire that you be well." This is the only ancient Roman slave tag discovered that's still attached to its collar. Its inscription reads, "I have fled, seize me and return me to Xeninus for 1 gold coin." Here's a pictograph found at Barrier Canyon in the Utah desert depicting a humanoid with bug eyes and antennae. It's at least 2,500 years old. This is the only surviving example of a Ghiornia from the 15th century. This garb was a staple of Italian fashion in the 1400s, with this one belonging to Diego Cavaniglia, who died in 1481. Before it was found near his tomb in 2004, we only knew of gonorrheas through paintings and written records.
Gonorrheas. I wonder what's named after him. Get
your hand off my penis!
Yeah, that's what that's about. So yeah, that was Morbid Facts doing artifact porn. That's pretty cool. The what was it? Where was it? Okay. This is the first depiction, the first drawing of Jesus, they put a donkey head on him. That's just terrible. It's making fun of their friends. Anyway, that's terrible. Why do that to the baby Jesus? You guys, you know, 3i Atlas is out there, right? That spaceship. We know it's a spaceship. Chuck knows it's a spaceship. I know it's a spaceship. And it's doing some weird shit. Right? These mainstream scientists are saying, oh, it's just a comet. It's not a spaceship. You are so stupid, and I am so smart. I talked to one of my buddies. He's a physicist, and he's an astrophysicist, right? And I said, yeah, why? I said, are you guys 100% sure it's a comet? He said, well, not 100%. I said, well, then it could be a space alien, right? He goes, yeah, it could be a tennis shoe too. I was like, no, they don't make tennis shoes in space, stupid. Don't be like that. Anyway, 3-Eye Atlas coming at you. And you're like, well, Warren, what the hell are you talking about this 3-Eye Atlas? Well, our buddy here, Thomas Mulligan, is going to talk about it a little bit here for you, do a little TLDR for you.
Some really weird shit is happening in space right now, and if you don't know why people are freaking out about a possible alien flyby in the next 2 months, let me catch you up. On July 1st of 2025, NASA discovered 3-Eye Atlas, only the third object ever confirmed to have entered our solar system from interstellar space with a mysterious orbit that is not bound by our sun. Early estimates suggest that it's massive, could be up to 20 kilometers in size, and is traveling at 245,000 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest object ever detected traveling through our solar system. But what has people really interested in this object is this 12-page paper where he highlighted just how close this object is getting to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, with the statistical likelihood of that happening being less than 0.005%. And backtracking its trajectory, it seems like it came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, the same direction as the WOW signal, which has still yet to be explained. And while its physical properties are still being analyzed by astronomers all over the world, it is a cool reminder of just how big the universe is and how much there is still for us to learn.
Yeah, so it's doing some weird shit too. Normal comets will have like outgassing, and they'll have a tail, and will do, produce nickel and iron at the same time kind of thing. And this thing was doing none of that. It had, the tail was heading towards, the tail was in front of it for one thing, and then it shot out like this jet of water or something, kind of like if you had a fireman's hose and you just psh, it was like one of those things. One eye, one horn, flying purple people eater. One eye, one horn, flying purple people eater. This thing's huge too. Like I said, he said this thing's just hauling ass. 230 something kilometers, 1,000 kilometers per hour. That's fast. And it's supposed to, I think it's supposed to be as big as Manhattan. So what it's going to have, and another strange thing about it too is it's running parallel with the plane of the solar system, right? So, basically there's like the disk in our solar system, and all the planets revolve around it. It's relatively flat, right? You got some that does this shit, and you got some that does this, but it's just this flat thing. And this thing is cruising along parallel with the plane, right? It's normally like a comet will be coming down, it'll be going up, or like doing, this thing's going straight across, and it's crossing the paths of 3 planets, like they said, Mars and Venus, and then Jupiter. And another weird thing too, is that they have like information on this, but NASA has information on this, but the government shutdown, they're not sharing it with anybody. But they say, oh, well, we're not looking. I think, of course, you're still looking at it. Weird stuff. I hope it's our alien overlords come to bring us video games and candy. If they do that, we're in good shape. You know who else is in good shape? Is if Elvis was running the ship in Aliens. You're like, wait, what? What does that mean? So this is AI of Euphoria. I know a lot of people are like, oh, AI is just weird. I hate it. It's going to kill us all. And it probably will. So in the meantime, you might as well enjoy the entertainment you can get out of it. So this is Elvis running Aliens. Here we go. Let's watch.
Where am I?
You are aboard the Starliner, Commander Presley.
You hear that, darling?
Something out there doesn't like the sound of music.
Keep it tight, Presley. Motion tracker just spiked.
Uh-huh. Time to rock the house. Stay cool, baby. Colder than a Memphis fridge. All right, listen up. Orders just came down and we're dropping in 6 hours. The colony went quiet and it's our job to find out why and bring those people home. Now, I don't care if it's bogeys, bad wiring, or space ghosts. We go in calm.
Space ghosts.
Move it, people. Stay on my six.
Cardo's cooking, Presley.
Then let's get out of the kitchen, son. Keep your head low. Flame up on the left. I got you, darling.
Stars keep watching over you in the quiet of the black. Here in this little cabin, you ain't alone, I've got your back.
Aww.
Listen here, Doc. You can't just keep poking needles in that kid and telling us it's for her own good. She's scared out of her mind.
It's a blood screen, that's all. If we don't run it, we could miss an embryo. Then we'd all be dead before breakfast.
Movement. A lot of it. They're circling us like hounds on a roast.
Distance.
5 meters, 4. They're coming in fast, honey. We got them on all sides. Nowhere to run. Lock and load because the party's about to start. Folks, that little girl is out there wrapped up in more trouble than a rattlesnake in a footlocker. Now, I didn't sign on to leave anyone behind, and I reckon none of you did either. You hear that?
Yeah. Something's moving up ahead.
Stay close, darling. No encore for us if we get separated.
I've got your back.
All right, let's take it from the top. Easy there, darling. Let's dance. Uh-huh. You're all teeth and trouble. But this cat's got claws, too. Hold on, man. Hold on, baby. Scrap, go film me now. Gotcha. Ha. Still here. Still rocking. Stars out the window, still under my shoes. Rolling with the squad, got nothing to lose. Hover feet jumping like a hyperspace train. Boom, boom, boom.
That was just stupid. Like a rattlesnake in a footlocker. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. I think you do. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's up, Finger Man? Finger Man, Finger Man. Good to see you, bud. Did Choosy achieve corporeal form? Is he here with us? That was kind of cool, right? Because there's a lot of heat. Well, let's get out of the kitchen, baby. Let's go, son. that child, it's an AI of Euphoria. They have a few more with like Elvis. Maybe we'll see some more in future shows. Kate, you going to sleep? She said, got to go to bed, but not until Elvis resolves the drum. That's right. These boot was the shit. A little less conversation, a little more action. So let's talk about a little body physics here. I know a lot of you guys like music, right? I love music. Love to share music, like to listen to music. And music makes patterns, right? So if you take like some metal sheet, right, and you put sand on there, and you know, kind of even it out, and then you vibrate, you play like music or any sounds under it, but if you play music underneath it, it'll vibrate and make like little patterns and shit. So this next one is from Third Eye Facts. They were telling us about the moon last week. This week, they're telling us about music and how it affects us.
Ever wondered why music gives you chills sometimes? Turns out, your brain treats your favorite song almost like a drug. It releases dopamine, the same chemical that makes you feel good when you fall in love or eat chocolate. Next, studies show that listening to sad music doesn't actually make you sad. It helps your brain process emotions and even improves emotional control. When a song gets stuck in your head, it's called an earworm, and it happens because your brain is trying to finish the melody. It literally hates unfinished patterns. And finally, music can change your heartbeat, your breathing, even how strong you feel, just by syncing your body's rhythm to the beat. If you've ever felt goosebumps from a song, hit subscribe. Your brain just got played, and you'll want to know what else it's hiding.
Yeah. So I think they use music in like therapy for people too, you know, like physical therapy, you know, like mental health therapy. No, that all that song does is bring terror. The banana phone song is not good. 440 hertz is not so good. Yeah, there's different hertz, different levels of music like that. Hell, they use sound as weapons, right? They have sound cannons. And, you know, we haven't really tapped the potential of sound yet. It'd be funny if you could use sound to power a rocket in space. Even though space is a vacuum, you'd still have like energy coming out, like especially if you have a nice like 16-inch woofer back there. Power in that bass. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, speaking of music, our buddy Tim from Kicking Herald is here with some AC/DC trivia for you. If you didn't know this about Brian Johnson and Bon Scott, you're gonna find out here, a little mister or a little missy or whatever the hell you got between your legs.
Have you heard the spooky story behind this AC/DC song? Back in April of 1980, only 2 months after Bon Scott's funeral, Akadaka was back in the recording studio. And because sometimes life can't make anything easy, a hurricane was hitting the Bahamas where the studio was located. On this particular night, their producer, Mutt Lang, said to their new singer, Brian Johnson, "We're going to work on that new track and you need to get some lyrics together." And right at that moment, thunder from the hurricane struck. And Brian Johnson said to Mutt, "That's Rollin' Thunder." And Mutt said, "That's a good lyric. Write it down." And here's where the spooky part happened. Brian Johnson said he went into his bedroom at the studio with only a pen and paper, and all the lyrics just flowed out of him as if Bon was in the room.
I know, I'm muted. I was watching Modern Marvels, a show from the 90s with an elderly patient, and one episode highlighted a military defensive weapon that basically gives you a sunburn. Yeah, it's probably microwave. They use microwaves for that. All I was saying was Bon Scott was just showing his junk there, if you wanted to see that. And a lot of people in the 70s and 80s, when they were wearing the tight pants, they didn't care. They're like, there's my unicorn. The horn's not on my head. We're getting close. We got more music for you. Am I still muted? Okay. No, I'm all right. I forget there's a delay on here, so I'll unmute myself and and I'll go on, and then I'll look over and like 8 things they'll go muted, you motherfucker. I'm gonna try to be a little better with that. Sorry about that. But I got this runny nose thing and I have to snort, and sometimes it's kind of not good. Kenny, what's up? Smeghead in the house. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Having fun. Are you up in Canada? Did you finally make it up to Canada? I hope you did. That was like several months ago. I'm sure you're there now. Do you like songs about dildos? I do. Well, I do tonight. And this one is from, where's this from? This is from Almost Vinyl. We tend to play some of their dirty stuff. And it's a song about dildos. You know, we do sex toys on this show. So here you go.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Phil Wildo, and I was wondering if you'd like to browse my selection of dildos. All shapes and sizes to suit your preferences. Any color that you're into, all the shades and thicknesses. Ones that'd make you feel like you found a man back home. And some that are exotic, like Through the Jungle You Did Roam. Got all the ladies singing Phil Wildo, door to door dildo. That's Phil Wildo. Better stop on by, gotta get me one of those. Oh, yes, ma'am, I'm the king of low prices. And life's about variety, and I got a host of neat devices. Some of them hum like a barbershop quartet, and some of them buzz, make your eyes roll back into your head. One's on special order that will stretch a whole darn yard, and some are double-ended, some are soft and some are hard. Got all the ladies singing, Phil Wildo's door-to-door dildo. That's Phil Wildo. Better stop on by, gotta get me one of those. If you got your order ready before I knock on your door, I can mount one to your shower wall or even bedroom floor. Got all the ladies singing, Phil Wildo's door-to-door dildo. That's Phil Wildo. Better stop on by, gotta get me one of those.
Selling dildos. That's almost final. That could be one of your sponsors, Chuck, on your show, is the Phil Wildo's dildos. Wildo's dildos. Where'd you get those dildos? There you go. Dildo. It is jaunty. It's a jaunty little tune. I haven't had this lady. So yeah, that was almost final. I haven't had this lady on in a while. Refashioned hippie. She's so fun. So now we're bringing her back. And she's got butt drugs for us. You like butt drugs? I think you do. Bad Designs. Let's rock and roll.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Bad Design. I'm once again going to encourage you to examine your last name before naming your business after yourself. Also, as we so often say, run your design by a 13-year-old boy. If they can't make eye contact with you, change it. Don't try to keep up with the slang, because Cap, this does not slap.
Cap.
Do you see how cringy that was? Now imagine putting out a logo of a mouth dripping. Of course, a human of any age should have realized why you can't put these three words together. That little leaf comma is doing nothing. And to continue with incomprehensible decisions, why the honeypot feminine wipes? Of all the things to name your feminine wipes. This one may not look so bad. I got this in an email, and I was like, I mean, it's pink. It resembles a brain, mayhaps a scrotum, but it's not bad. And then the email told me to look at the top. Mother of pearl. Mother of pearl. Come on, man. One 13-year-old boy.
Them look like vagina lips to me. I ain't no professional, and I ain't one of them OBGYN, LBQ, CBS's, but I tell you what, that look like some pussy lips to me right there. What's up, Mystery? I meant to say hi to you a second ago. I forgot to do that. I hope you're doing well this evening, dear, or this morning, wherever the hell you are on this planet or off planet. Maybe you're hanging out with Chuck. Chuck's out there. This is from Sticky's Comedy on the YouTube. And I found this to be funny because I think, you know, in this day and age, people tend to just throw the word racism around and just say, you're a racist. And really, I don't think a lot of times some people don't even know what that means. And some people are just, they don't take the context. They don't understand, you know, maybe somebody's saying something that's not bad at all, and they're like, yeah, you're a fucking racist. Well, Sticky's got a joke about this. It's pretty funny. He says, it's okay, I'm black, you're fine.
Race is such a touchy thing in America, you know? Everybody's very awkward about it. I was talking to one guy at my last day job, and I was like, hey, man, what's the name of that new guy on the 5th floor, the really tall black guy? And this guy goes, whoa, I don't see color. I was like, really? Did you really just say that? Did that really just come out of your face? So I looked this guy right in the eye, and I was like, hey, man, it's cool. I'm black. Yeah, he was like, no, you're not. And I'm like, aha. Yeah. You may not be racist, but you are a liar.
I don't see color. Everybody's translucent. They're all just, they're opaque. That's good stuff. That's from Sticky's comedy. That leads us into our poll for tonight. If you haven't taken the poll, please do. We still got a couple minutes left to take the poll here on the big show. And basically, we're about to show you the Because We Are podcast video. So on this video, name a game black people take way too seriously. And there's 6 answers. You know how Family Feud works, right? You got the top 6 answers or top 5 answers, whatever it is. And they poll like 50 people. And, right, so we're not looking for the number 1 answer. We're looking for the number 6 answer. So your choices are musical chairs, Madden, I almost said UNO, Uno, and spades. So if you haven't voted, please do so. We're about to play the video. Fortunately, you won't know what the answer is until towards the end of the video, unless you picked the wrong one, and then you'll know. There's Kenny talking about selling dildos. Sorry, forgot to do that. All right, so this is Because We Are podcast. I love these guys. I said this last week, and I haven't gotten around to it, but I want to get these guys on the show. Maybe not a secret show, but maybe a show during the week. I'm sure these guys have busy lives, but they're so funny, and they teach me so much about black culture that I didn't know before. And I like to learn, so they're gonna teach us some more here. So name a game black people take way too seriously. Let's watch.
We asked 50 black people. Name a game black people take way too serious. Hard.
Spades.
Oh man. Spades. It's the number 1 answer on the board. Are you gonna play or are you gonna pass?
I'm gonna play. This nigga plays way too many games. He's gonna clear the board. No thanks.
Yeah, compliment. Look at that.
You didn't mean it as a compliment, but go ahead.
Dominoes.
Dominoes. Motherfucker. Is up there. Number 3 answer on the board.
Why do we always slam things on the table?
Uno.
Another game where we slam things on the table is going to be the number 2 answer on the board.
Low key. Monopoly.
Monopoly. That's my shit, but it's not up.
Wow, no Monopoly. Okay. Because we feud.
Because we feud.
Y'all had a chance to do the best thing ever.
Yeah, y'all had the opportunity.
Y'all
to
had
do
the
something
chance.
Great.
Game we take too serious. Connect 4.
Connect 4. It's your turn to play. That's their tagline, right?
Madden.
It is going to be the number 5 answer on the board.
And with that, gotta be 2K, right?
Gotta be 2K, right? And it's gonna be up there. One more answer left on the board, number 6. We're so close.
Yeah.
We're right there, y'all.
This is a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This is a shot in the dark. Smash?
Smash!
Oh, shit. This is a big one. I feel like this is a game breaker right here.
T, one more left on there. What do you got for me?
Because it's so low, I'm like, it might not even
It could be
black.
anything.
Yeah, it might not even be black specific. I know at least 3 or 2 people said it. I'm going to say Street Fighter.
Street Fighter is not going to be up there.
Yo, if it's Mortal Kombat, I'm going to be mad as fuck.
It's not.
Oh,
this one is definitely one that would have been like a shot in the dark, like javelin throw. I'm surprised it got as many votes as it did, but we asked 50 black people to name a game black people take way too seriously, and they prefaced this by saying specifically aunties.
Candy Crush.
Musical chairs.
Okay.
That's a good one, yeah. I think anybody.
I've seen some musical chairs get damn serious.
Get pretty crazy.
Violent, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen white people play musical chairs. It's probably about the same thing, especially if you're to be kind. Let's say you're a plus size, and that chair ain't gonna last very long. So, but yeah, so that was number 6. So who all those who said musical chairs, congratulations. Yeah, and you only 19% of you. Oops, there we go. So most said Madden, but Madden. You'd be like musical chairs. Does anybody ever play musical chairs anymore? Is that still a thing? Do you guys play musical chairs at your places? Spades was huge in my high school among the melanated. Ah, yes. I played spades in junior college. It's funny, me and a friend of mine that I had just taught how to play spades. We entered this tournament against all these baseball players at the junior college I was at. And our strategy was bid low. We do low bids the whole time. And these jackasses were like bidding way high and shit, and they'd always bust. And we ended up winning the tournament, and they were so fucking pissed at us because we weren't jocks, right? And they were like these, they play spades in the lobby there all the time. They'd be playing spades all the time. And I just taught this dude how to play spades. We ended up winning the tournament. Pissed him off. I loved it. So you haven't played it, but you haven't done musical chairs, but you've seen people play it. It's very competitive. You and your wife play dominoes. I love dominoes. I don't do the slam down though. That's like some power move. I don't want to do that. Senior Citizens Home Musical Chair Broken Hip Contest. Yeah. You have to go really slow if you're a little bit elderly there. We're getting close to the end, folks. I know you're sad. We got 2 more. I'll let you go for the night. You can go back to your homes and enjoy yourselves. So, I'm going to bring up some solid JJ, and apparently Superman has some extra powers he's been hiding that the crew don't know about. And apparently these were real powers that Superman had in various comic books and over the years and whatnot. And it's pretty trippy. I almost did the poll on this to see, well, anyway, just watch the video. You'll see.
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice, personally, I don't see why we need to keep adding new members to the team. I feel like we have all our bases covered. We've got a guy that goes fast, a guy that does green, a guy, whatever you got going on with your sweatshop of orphans.
Hey, they're not all orphans.
And then the rest, a.k.a. me.
Superman, you're a strong guy, but sometimes we need powers that aren't just brute strength. Like if someone set up a bomb and the only way to find out where it is in time is to read their mind, like what do you do then?
Can I ask him nicely?
No.
Real curveball you threw my way. Well, I guess I just read his mind.
No, but I mean seriously, like if you were actually in that situation.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, but you can't actually read minds.
No, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, I can't.
No, because I've been studying you for years to learn each and every possible weakness you'd have. If you even had just one more ability, I would know.
Yeah, I got like 12 more. I have quite a lot of powers you might not know about. I can control people's minds, shapeshift, repair the Great Wall of China.
So you can just fix a wall by looking at it?
Oh, no, it's got to be the Great Wall of China. It's the only one he works on.
Oh.
Yeah, the Mongolians would have hated me if I were around.
Are there any other powers that aren't as specific?
Oddly enough, they get stranger the farther down the list we go. Oh, I used to be able to shoot rainbows out of my hand.
What?
Yeah, and you thought I was coming after Flash's job. How many colors come out of that ring, Al?
So what? We're just supposed to believe you have all these amazing powers and we've just never seen you use them before?
Well, in fairness, the reason you haven't seen me use them before is because I just don't.
What do you mean you just don't use them?
Well, again, a lot of them are very situational. I'm waiting for the day Genghis Khan comes back. I'll be ready.
Yeah, that I understand, but some of those powers are, like, really useful. I mean, like, mind control, you can control people's minds and you just don't use it?
Well, personally, I just find it kind of creepy. I mean, pair that with my ability to give you amnesia just by kissing you, and suddenly I go from being the symbol of hope to the symbol of, hey, watch my drink while I'm gone. And of the powers that do work, some of them don't really work. I mean, when I said shape-shifting, I should have clarified I meant only from the shoulders up, only my head.
I mean, that's not terrible.
Yeah, but it only really works if I'm disguising as someone with my exact same build. Otherwise, I look like a really bad disguise or a really good Photoshop.
You can just change the shape of your face. Why is your secret identity just you with glasses?
Well, come on, they're not just glasses. They're hypnotic glasses.
But if you can control people's minds, then you could already just...
Probably.
I really don't like
A lot of these powers are pretty cool, but for the most part, it kind of sounds like you were just pulling them out of your ass.
That might have been one of my powers for all I can remember.
I mean, to me, it just kind of sounds like whatever the situation called for, you could just kind of do it.
I mean, that's how I pretty much developed all of my powers. Back in the day, I couldn't fly. I could only jump really high. But then one day, I'm like, I really don't want to do this anymore. And then I can fly.
All right, you can fly because of the difference in gravity. You have all this strength and speed because of the different sun. What exactly about your Kryptonian DNA makes you able to give people amnesia by kissing them?
You know what, Bruce? That's a great question. Let me go over to Krypton and ask. Oh, wait, no, they're all fucking dead. I'll never know. I don't know.
Copy their powers, but leave the job of dumping to me.
There's really not one old power of yours that you wouldn't want to try to bring back into the modern age?
Well, there is one, but it's a little odd. I think it's best if I just show you.
Superman, what is that?
It's me, Batman. It's a little me.
Yeah, I can see
Superman,
that.
125, 1958. This is something I can do.
Is that like a toy? Or?
No, it's not an action figure or anything. It's really me. It's a clone of me.
Why is it so small?
I don't know. You try making a clone and seeing how big you can make it.
What do we do now?
Well, it needs to explode now.
What? It needs to what?
Well, the longer it's alive, the more likely it's going to become self-aware, and then, there we go. Yep, it's aware now.
What's it doing?
Well, it looks to me like it just realized it's alive, which is it's a dangerous thing. Oh, that's not good.
Where's it going?
I don't know, but it needs to explode. It's going to explode any second. How do we have this?
Very nice photo!
You didn't see this. Wait a minute. It's a fucking Twin Towers. Why do we have this? It's a nice picture. Solid JJ on your local YouTubes there. Good stuff. I'm sorry. I'm getting the vapors. Yeah, oh God. And that's how 9/11 happened. It was actually Superman's clone that looked, he shape shifted the top of his head to look like a plane that was unmarked. Yeah. So yeah, there's Tower 7, but we don't talk about Tower 7. Oh, thank you, Amber. She said, be good to each other and party on, dude. Stay safe and keep your head on a swivel. We're in bat country. Wild Stallions. Thank you, Amber. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. And thanks for the donations, too. Appreciate you. As always. Let me do that. Oh, hang on a second. I have to do something here real quick. Well, I'll do that later. All right. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know these things. Yeah, so I've been in the show recently with some Saga lore, AI, and the little music videos they do using various characters. Tonight, we're doing Pirates of the Caribbean as bikers because no one asked for it, but you're still going to get it anyway. Let's watch.
Fade into the night, black road burns without light. Yo ho, we vanish from sight.
Yeah, I forgot it ended. That was so quick. Yes, that's Saga Lore AI. Scissor hands. Scissor hands. Yeah, they should have done a biker version of Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. I guess pirates are just kind of like sea bikers, aren't they? Instead of bikes, they have ships. But same mentality, right? That was fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Yeah, Pirates of the Pacific Coast Highway. Yeah, right. The sea bikers, they really are. They should, but you see pirates, wearing leather jackets and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Pirates of the Pacific Coast, the PCH, baby. I've been down to PCH a few times. That's a nice one. Oh, Bikings instead of Vikings, they're Bikings. Ah, very nice. There's some very talented people in our chats here. Maybe you guys should be hosting this show and I should watch. You probably wouldn't like the work you have to put into the show. You're like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to do that shit. Yeah, I mean, that's it for the show. And Rocktober continues.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night!
Love me some Rocktober. Because they're buy one, get one free. I love each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you. And like Amber said, this is a pretty fucking awesome community here. You guys in the chats and those who are lurking and watch or maybe watching this later. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to donate to the show, you can do it during the show here on YouTube, but there's also links down below. You can become a Patreon. You can do CashApp or whatever. And if you can't do it, if you want to share out the links, I would highly appreciate that as well. So to everybody here on YouTube and Rumble and on Facebook and whoever's pirating this, enjoy it. Don't worry. I stole a lot of stuff too for this show, so we're all good. We're all thieves. We're all sea bikers, as it were. I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you again on Tuesday for Morning Extra at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time. This show will be back next week. Yeah, so next week we'll be back, and then the week, so a week from 2 weeks from yesterday is Halloween night, right? And we're going to be watching Night of the Living Dead here on ExtraBulla. So come out and watch that. We did Nosferatu last year. It was fun. I think the folks had a good time. We did a little kind of Mystery Science Theater 3000 on it. This one has actual dialogue, so I probably won't, or spoken dialogue, so I probably won't interrupt it too much, but I'll try and, throw in some zingers there. Maybe I'll have some pals watching it with us. We'll see what happens. So, and make sure you're checking out our peeps here too. Like, share, and subscribe. Help us out. They're all part of the community as well. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and I have a good time doing this show, mostly because of you guys and the silly things you say in the chat and the fun stuff. And we get to learn, we get to laugh, we get to, look at cool stuff, and that's what these shows, on Saturday nights all about. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I'll get out of here. I'll see y'all when I see you. Peace.
There can be only one.
Yeah!
Ting tan tan ting, tan ting 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 tan tan tan.